Right, we've got just over an hour. Now, we leave here at 10:45 precisely. I'll go over the old procedure once more. Am I keeping you up, Victor?
Look, I've done dozens of banks. Why do you keep going over it?
Because this time we don't want to get caught.
Good point, Lefty.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
This is a map showing the High Street, St. Swithin's Hospital, and, most important, the bank. Now, Gordon and me will run from the bank. All right, Gordon?
Yeah, right, Lefty.
Now, when we come out...
With the money?
That's right, Gordon, with the money.
Well, of course with the money. We're not going in there to open an account. Certainly not. I won't put my money in the bank. They're always getting robbed.
Shut up, both of you, and listen. When we come out, you, Victor, will be standing there with the engine running.
Where?
Well, there, you twit. There, by St. Swithin's Casualty.
Nurse! Get me a scalpel, quick. Oh, God, I'm hungry. Do you want a bit?
Morning, Ted.
Morning, Dr. Collier.
There he is, Dick. There he is. The Jackie Stewart of the ambulance service.
You're a wonderful driver, Ted. The way you always time it so that you go through the lights at red, absolutely incredible.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't mind his job, Chick. I wouldn't mind his job. Yeah. Driving like a maniac all day and clanging your bell.
Yes.
Morning, Dunks. Here you are. The snaps I promised.
Smash in. Oh, what about the x-rays?
Yeah, here they are.
Top.
Top.
Oh, my goodness, they're enormous.
Yes, aren't they just?
I was referring to the gallstones.
You look at what you like and I'll look at what I like.
Right. Oh. How on earth do you get them, Paul?
Ah, a magician never shows how it's done.
Well, these pictures certainly show how it's done.
Collier, might have guessed you'd be loafing around with 2 o'clock and wearing.
Oh, and a very good morning to you, too.
Collier, where are those x-rays of those gallstones? Professor Loftus wants to see them, especially... Sorry. What's that? Good Lord, they're enormous.
Lawrence, you shouldn't be looking at these. You're a married man.
Just because one's on a diet doesn't mean to say one can't look at the menu.
Very good, Lawrence.
Thank you. Enough of this gay banter. Come on, where are those x-rays? Professor Loftus wants to see them before he goes to the palace.
It's not investiture today, is it?
Of course, today's the big day. Arise, Sir Geoffrey.
Right, Loft is in for a hard day's knighthood.
Yeah.
Knighthood? Knighthood, Loft.
Yes, I get it.
Oh, forget it.
Geoffrey! Your breakfast on the table. And if you want to be at Buckingham Palace by 11:15, you better get a move on.
I can't fasten my cufflinks.
How on earth are you wearing your hat?
Eh? Oh, I was just trying it on to make sure it fits.
I've been trying it on for the last 3 days. It was a perfectly good fit when it came, so unless your head has been getting bigger... All this fuss about a simple investiture.
Really not coming with me?
Oh, now, don't let's go through all that again. You know my feeling about titles. They're silly. I just don't approve.
Well, you'll be called Lady Loftus whether you like it or not.
I shall rise above it.
You might as well accept the inevitable. A knighthood and then, who knows, president of the BMA. I'm on my way to becoming a national figure.
Yes, well, Geoffrey, when they make you king, I'll come to...
Oh, good Lord, look at the time. My Rolls-Royce will be at the hospital at 10:15.
I can't think why you have to go in a Rolls.
Well, why shouldn't I? Lawrence Bingham arranged it through some of his friends.
Well, what's wrong with the Mini?
As a member of the aristocracy, it befits me to arrive at Buckingham Palace in a Rolls-Royce.
Yes, but, darling, in fact, you won't be a member of the aristocracy until you leave the palace. Maybe you should arrive in the Mini and leave in the Rolls.
Don't be facetious. Fasten my cufflinks.
Oh, yes, Sir Geoffrey.
Yes, well, I agree with Mrs. Loftus. I think titles are a complete waste of time. I mean, I wouldn't accept a knighthood on principle.
What principle?
On the principle that he'd never be offered one in the first place.
No. You know, Professor Loftus, he should be here doing his work, not gamping around Buckingham Palace, garden parties, cocktail parties. I mean, I think titles in this day and age are completely stupid. I mean, it's not going to make him a better surgeon, is it? He's just a snob, a social climber, and... hello, sir.
Thank you, Bingham.
Yes, it must be a wonderful day, sir, not just for you, but for St. Swithins.
Yes?
Yes, you must be very proud to receive such a great honour.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. You must be thrilled, excited. Not just an honour for you, sir. It's an honour for us all.
Very true.
Especially me.
For you, Bingham?
Oh, yes, indeed, sir. I mean, you are head of my firm.
Oh, yes. Yes, I see, yes.
By the way, sir, your Rolls-Royce will be at the front entrance in 10 minutes.
Good. And I'd like to thank you, Lawrence, for your great cooperation.
Not at all, sir.
What cooperation?
Lawrence has arranged for a car to take me to the palace.
And by the way, here are the x-rays, sir, I'd like you to have a look at.
Rotten creek.
Creepy snail.
My goodness, they're enormous.
Yes. Yes, I know. That's why you ought to have a look at them, sir.
Never seen anything like it.
They are unusually big, yes.
Thank you. You'll bring him in the x-rays later, will you?
Lawrence, where did you hire that Rolls?
Well, actually, where...
I know where you got it.
What?
From my mate Bob, you creep. You use my friends to get well in with Loftus, so you're the only one he thanks. When I've done all the work on the research project that got him the knighthood in the first place. You're an absolute hypocrite, Bingham.
Not at all.
Oh, it makes you sick.
Where's he going?
To be sick? You know Bob's phone number?
Yes.
Dial it.
Why?
Why do you think?
You're going to cancel the role.
Exactly.
And who's going to step in at the last minute and save the day by offering to give Loftus a lift in his car?
Duncan. Oh, you know me so well.
Paul, I taught you so well.
Hello? Bob? Lawrence Marwood Bingham here. About this Rolls.
Victor will be waiting with the engine running when we get out of the bank, Gordon.
With the money.
With the money.
What if they don't give us the money?
Sometimes, Gordon, I think you're in the wrong profession. Now concentrate. We run to the getaway vehicle.
And get away.
Correct.
And what if I'm moved along?
Nobody will move you along. And once we're going, nobody will try and stop us. This time, the getaway vehicle is foolproof.
Hey, Lefty, it's a good thing the bank's next to a hospital.
Why?
Well, if I do you an injury with the gelignite, like on the Muswell Hill job, you can pop into the hospital for some immediate attention.
Thanks for your concern, Gordon. But it's because of the Muswell Hill job we're not using gelignite. Why do you think everybody calls me Lefty?
Can you hear me? Next time you wash your hair, rinse it in something smaller, will you?
Where's Dr. Bingham? I want Dr. Bingham. I must see Dr. Bingham at once. It's urgent.
You get in the queue, mate, like everybody else.
I've got to get to the palace.
Don't worry, they don't kick off till 3. Who are they playing, anyway?
Has anyone in this wretched hospital seen Dr. Bingham?
Oh, hello, sir. I thought you'd be on your way to the palace by now. It's nearly 10:30.
I know. Where's Bingham?
No idea, sir. Is something wrong?
Everything is wrong. Bingham's Rolls-Royce has failed to turn up. I'm desperately late.
Nurse, bleep Dr. Bingham immediately. No, don't worry, sir. I know where you hired it. I'll ring him up straight away and find out what's wrong.
Hillgate, you see some funny things in casualty? Him with a saucepan stuck on his head, you with a topper stuck on yours.
Mate mine, Dr. Bingham hired a Rolls-Royce to come to St. Swithins this morning, yeah? What? Are you sure? Oh, look, send it round straight away. Oh, no. All right, yeah, I'll be in touch, Bob. So they say Bingham phoned up and cancelled the car, and now it's been booked by somebody else.
Ye gods!
Oh, no, it's bleeping. I'm just going off. Ah, Professor Loftus, you ought to be on your way to the palace, sir. I mean, it's gone 10:30. You don't want to keep the Queen waiting?
Mate.
Your what?
You're...
My what?
Hearing you tell him...
Bingham, why the hell did you cancel that car? I mean, I know you dislike titles, but that's just cruel.
What? Is that all you got to say? What?
Ah, sir, I'll tell you what, I can give you a lift in my car.
That thing?
Well, it gets you to the palace by 11:15, sir.
All right.
Great. Look, Lawrence, you take over here, all right? Oh, God, look.
How did that get there?
I don't know. He was washing his hair and it got stuck or something.
Washing his hair.
Right, lads. get your uniforms. And remember one thing.
The money.
No, not the money. Yeah, the money. One other thing. No violence.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit, Gordon. No violence, or I'll belt you.
Don't worry, sir. So the last thing I'll do, I'll get you there on time.
It probably will be. What's wrong?
Don't know, sir. God, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what it could be. I've just had it serviced.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, God. I know what it is, sir.
What?
You're not going to believe it.
Try me.
Want to have a picture?
Shoot!
Our car. Stopped at the bottom of the road. We're out of petrol. Look, we're in a terrible hurry. Can you let us have some to take away, please?
Where's your can?
Well, I haven't got one.
Oh,
Well, can you lend us one? I'll bring it back.
haven't got one.
But all right, all right. Anything an old paint tin will do.
Not allowed. Petrol can only be supplied in proper cans with lid.
But you must have got one somewhere.
Here, don't take that turn with me. I only work here.
Well, if you work here, why didn't you show a little more interest in your customers?
Go on, get out of this garage.
Look, we need petrol. We desperately need petrol. I've got that. My plight is one of absolute desperation. And don't you call me cock. I shall report you to your superiors.
Get out of this garage.
Yes, sir. Come on, let's go.
Yes, jump off. And take your tomahawk with you.
Sorry, I've dialed straight through to casualty, sir. Stuart Clark and Collier will be able to help us out.
If we could find a taxi.
Yeah, there aren't any around here, sir.
The directory would get a minicab. Bloody vandals. Hello.
Hello, is that Bingham? Yes. Right, go and get Dick and Paul immediately. It's urgent.
Certainly not. I've got patients to attend to.
Sir, he won't go and fetch them.
Bingham, get Collier and Stuart Clark at once.
Yes, of course, sir.
You'll be all right now, sir.
How can it be all right? I'm hours late. I look like a tramp.
Paul, it's Duncan. Look, I'm taking Professor Loftus to the palace in my car because his rolls didn't turn up.
I know, I cancelled it. What? To drop Bingham in the...
Paul, I've got Professor Loftus in the phone box. Now, look, we're broken down in Ethelden Street by the Olympic Cafe. Come and pick us up in your Mini.
They're in 10 minutes. Great. They're broken down. Come on, my car's outside.
But you're on duty.
Can't be helped. It's my fault. I cancelled the rolls. Come on, we've got to help them. Excuse me. I thought we were helping Duncan out. We seem to have landed him right in it.
Come on, we better move.
Yeah, hang on. I'll go to X-ray and make sure somebody stands in for me. Come on.
Good idea. Okay.
Because you're going to be one.
Collier, you lay one hand on me, and I shall tell Professor Loftus. That's nothing to what we're going to tell him.
We'll tell him you get the air out of our tyres.
Yes, and if he doesn't get his nitrogen, it'll be your fault. Oh, no, it won't.
Oh, yes, it will.
Oh, no, it won't.
Oh, yes, it will.
It'll be your fault, because if you tell him about the tyres, I shall tell him about you cancelling the Rolls Royce.
You dirty little...
Collier, there are patients waiting!
No, I don't mind the patients. Our careers as doctors are at stake.
Why don't you try and behave like a doctor?
Hey, listen, what are we arguing about? We've got to get a taxi.
Yeah, come on.
Oi, oi. Oh, dear, Jack, you never told us we had to dress for dinner.
Sorry, mate. I clean forgot. From now on, I can't serve you unless you're wearing a tie.
Could we have 2 cups of tea, please?
Sorry, sir. Have you reserved a table?
They're funny. But if you don't mind, could we have 2 cups of tea?
With or without sugar, my lord?
You take sugar, Dr. Ray?
Yes, sir.
I don't.
One with, one without.
Excuse me, but have you any soap and water?
No, only tea and coffee.
I would like to get rid of this petrol.
Yeah, I've never seen a motor mechanic dressed like that. You mustn't have worked in a posh garage.
Ignore them, Dr. Waring.
Doctor? Here, are you a doctor
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
Oh, who's your fancy friend?
I'm Professor Sir Geoffrey Loftus, and I'm on the way to Buckingham Palace to meet the Queen.
Here, he's a nutter.
Yeah.
He is a loony, is he, Doc?
Well, Annie? Oh, yes, of course he is.
Shut up. I'm Professor Loftus, and I'm going to see the Queen.
Yes, mate, yes, of course you are.
I am Professor Loftus, and I am going to see the Queen. And there are 2 more doctors coming to fetch me.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
I think he's a loony too.
I'd like you to send me a minicam immediately, please. What? Half an hour? Oh, God.
There aren't any taxis anywhere. I've been waiting 5 minutes.
Are there any doctors anywhere? I've been waiting 2 hours.
Oh, don't be so stupid, Collie. There's always plenty of taxis. I'll get one.
What are we going to do now?
I don't know. We wouldn't get there in a taxi anyway.
No, what we need is a police car.
Come on, mate. Time for our 11s.
Or an ambulance.
Ted, come here. Lend us your ambulance.
What for? We've got to get Professor Loftus to Buckingham Palace by 11:15. His car's broken down. The only way is to go in your ambulance. We can go as fast as we like. Nobody stops an ambulance.
I can't lend you my ambulance. It's more my job's worth.
It's to help Professor Loftus.
I'm sorry, sir.
You'll get promoted.
I'm sorry,
There's
sir.
£5.
Here's the keys. But it's against the rules.
Yes,
If there's any trouble, I deny all knowledge of it.
Where are they going?
They've got to see Professor Loftus.
Well, how are they going to get a taxi? I looked for a taxi and I couldn't. How could they?
They didn't.
Well, then how
They
get...
borrowed my ambulance.
Your ambulance? You lent them your ambulance? How dare you? That's for the use of sick people, not... Why didn't I think of that? I'm not going to be left out of this.
Don't worry, sir. They'll probably have a change of clothes at the palace. Maybe Philip will lend you something.
All aboard for Buckingham Palace.
Got a car?
No, we've got an ambulance.
Why did you bring an ambulance?
Why not?
I am not going in an ambulance.
Why not?
I can't arrive at Buckingham Palace in an ambulance. I was supposed to go in a Rolls Royce.
But everybody goes in Rolls Royces. It's rather fitting that a surgeon should turn up in an ambulance.
I am not going in an ambulance.
Do you want to meet the Queen or do you not?
This is ridiculous. You'll suffer for this, Waring.
Oh, get... knighted.
It was ever so sudden. These robbers came out, rushed over there and drove off in an ambulance.
Get in this ambulance! I'm not Waring!
Why does the beast chasing us?
Doc, did you get permission to take this ambulance?
Not exactly, no.
What? ambulance back, sir. I'm not going to be struck off for stealing it.
What about my Knighthood?
What the hell are you going back to the bank for?
Am I?
You took the wrong exit from the roundabout.
Did I? Oh, God! He's lost!
Hope my ambulance comes back soon, or I'm in dead trouble. Oh, here it comes. Blimey. I'd better get an ambulance.
This should have been one of the most exciting days of my life.
Certainly one of the most exciting days of my life.
I hope Duncan's all right. The police have been talking to him for ages.
I hope he gets 10 years, the stupid twit.
Oh, shut up.
Geoffrey, darling, are you all right?
Never better.
Oh, you poor dear. Ah, so you never got there then?
No.
Ah, never mind. I'm sure they'll send it on. You know, you said this morning you wanted to be a national figure.
Never remind me.
Well, you made it. Look at the evening paper.
What?
Good heavens.
Oh, it's a lovely photo, sir.
Shut up, Bingham.
What on earth happened?
Well, I didn't tell them to steal
Wearing
an
was a complete
ambulance.
fool. It was all Waring's fault, and I shan't hesitate in telling the police.
Oh, Duncan, what happened?
Well, I told the police the whole story. Said that I was driving and that it was my fault.
Oh, Duncan, you shouldn't have. But it was your fault.
Well done, Waring. I'll never forget this.
What did they say to you?
Oh, they gave it to me.
What?
Who?
The bank.
What?
They gave me a reward. 2,000 quid for catching the criminals. But it was our vehicle that stopped their vehicle, and, well, I was in charge.
No!